Welcome to Being Friends with Jess and Toni-ann, an inside look at our friendship, millennial things, sports, and pop culture. Come laugh with us, or maybe at us, and let's be friends.
Recording in progress.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
It's been a minute.
Another week. Our scheduling continues to be dictated by my children.
And other life
And other life
things.
Yes. And other interests of ours taking precedent.
Yeah. So, welcome back. I'm hoping I don't have to run to the bathroom in the middle of recording this because I don't think I've ever eaten Taco Bell that fast in my life to make sure I didn't make you wait. So I pounded down the new, it said new on the menu. I don't know how new it is because I haven't had Taco Bell in a while, but it was like an avocado chicken stacker, it was called. It's pretty good. It was like, it had ranch and avocado and chicken in it. It was pretty good. And then I also like had half my Crunchwrap Supreme, like all in the span of like 5 minutes. So, we're gonna see what's gonna happen down
Sorry
here.
that you felt like you had to rush for me, but
No, that's okay. I was just running late.
in all seriousness, I feel like I don't even know what we have in this list of topics to talk about.
Right. So you were just discussing before we clicked record that you were not drinking anything because
No, I just have water because I'm currently getting the onset of a caffeine headache.
And
this is my new norm.
Yeah. And on top of my Taco Bell, I'm gonna really put my stomach to the test because
she has drank, everyone.
I got one of these.
Oh, those are actually really good. Really
I know. You're supposed to it says you could drink it out of the can or shake over ice. And
I would just like flip the can a couple times, like to shake it a little bit. Like don't shake it where it's
on me.
No, if you do it slowly, there's no carbonation in it.
My only worry about this is that it has like the Bailey's like cream liqueur in it, and I don't usually like that when it comes to espresso martinis. Will add to the cream in my stomach. So
it is creamy colored, but I don't feel like it tastes extra like
ooh
creamy. They're strong. Strong.
Cutwaters. That's good.
They're so good. But Cutwaters are dangerous because they are out to kill you.
I did not need this tonight. I have a 6 a.m. work meeting tomorrow. Like, I probably should not have opened this.
Yeah, do not have more than one because you will die.
Well, I'm definitely not having more than one. I don't even know if I was going to finish the whole thing. But I got it. I went up.
You have to say I am jealous of your Cutwater.
When I went up to, this isn't really carbonated, right? So if I put this in a sealed container, you think that it would stay if I want to have half of it today, half of it tomorrow?
Oh, like if you put it in a cup, like a tumbler cup and put it in the fridge? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, right? That's what I think I'll do to be safe and also responsible because I went up to Vermont again this weekend for my last ski trip and I stopped at my sister's on the way up because she's a good halfway point. And she's now 6 months pregnant. And I was thinking that I was going to Vermont and I didn't have any wine. I usually bring wine or a couple of beers to have in the condo at night, near the fire. And I didn't have anything. And yeah, of course I could have stopped at the store, but I was like, you got anything in your fridge that you can't drink? And
wiped her out.
Yeah, and she was like, probably. And then she had a full 4-pack of these in her pantry, and she was like, you could take those. I'm like, hell yeah!
They're so good.
I made out like a bandit, so I was excited. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. This is a perfect being friends drink. But
have you had any other Cutwaters besides this one?
Yes, I've had the mango margarita, which was very good too.
Yeah, the Mai Tai. I only recommend if you want to black out.
Well, I don't like coconut and stuff like that. So pineapple, that's all bad things for me.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it is fruitier, but I don't know.
13% in a can? Woo, buddy. And it tastes like it, let me tell you.
I know, but they do taste strong, but they're still not potent.
They're pretty potent.
Maybe you needed to shake it a little more.
It says that it has 2.5 shots of alcohol in here.
I know, but I didn't feel like they were potent.
I mean, it's got
Speaking of potent, did we talk about the time that I ordered a lemon drop at the pizzeria Ariana and Nick came here and I ordered a lemon drop, but I couldn't drink it, and I had to tell the guy it was not drinkable.
Yeah, it was
Did I
probably
tell you
like
this story?
vodka with a twist of lemon. Like it probably
No,
was
it was
nothing.
literally straight vodka. And I was like, guys, like I already had 2 beers. I can't do this. Like, and they were like, okay. So like, I'm really sorry, but this is undrinkable. And the guy's like, do you want another one? I was like, no, 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 no. Like, I can't have another one. Hold on, I have to tell my mom we're recording. I'm like, I can't have another one. I just need you to know that this is like way too strong. It's like undrinkable. It was literally straight vodka. Like to the point where right before we left, I don't remember if it was Nick or Ari, but they were like, I need to see if you were being dramatic. And they were like, oh my God, that's like straight Tito. It was straight vodka.
Sometimes they test you, and it's not always.
Yeah.
We're
Never
becoming
had
the
that
age
happen
where
before.
too strong is not good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm only gonna have it at the scan, bottom line. But anyway, things that made me drink this week besides life in general. Punch the monkey. Please. I'm gonna try to get through this without crying because, like I said, it's been quite the week.
I refuse to even watch the video. I've only heard about the video and I've seen some clips and I can't watch it because my cousin was telling me the story about it and he literally started tearing up and I was like, this is too much. Stop telling me about it.
I have told 3 different people in person about Punch the Monkey, and I could not finish the story without crying every time. I told my parents, well, really my dad, because my mom kind of knew about it because she's on Instagram, but I told my dad, and before I could even finish the story, I started sobbing, and he was like, do I need to commit you? Like, he was actually genuinely concerned. And then when we were skiing this weekend, we were on the chairlift, and I don't know how it came up, but I was with like my cousins, like Rob and like Seth and Annette, and like we started talking about it, and then like Seth was asking about it, and I started crying. In my goggles on the chairlift, we're like all facing forward, and I'm like, honestly, guys, we need to change the subject because if I cry, my goggles are gonna fog up and freeze, and I can't have that happen. So we need to stop talking about Punch the Monkey. And he's like, you're the one that brought it up, and I'm like, I know, but we need to change the subject. It's just so sad. And my cousin Rob has no feelings. Like he's so pragmatic and like practical. So he's like, oh well, it's just like evolution, like survival of the fittest, and like every species does that. Every species, rejects their young. And I'm like, shut up. He had no mother.
And no mother. They were literally abusing him. Don't even.
They were bullying him. And my TikTok is of course filled with videos of him set to like the saddest songs, like Taylor Swift and like Sarah McLachlan and like all of these freaking things. I'm like, can we stop? It was really
I just had a heart attack that I didn't start recording.
Did we?
But we did.
Yeah, no, remember we got the ladies saying it. So Punch, I just now he has a little bit.
Hold on. You brought the sleep sack back up. She spit up all over it. Like all over it. Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, this is just proof right there to my sister thinks that she doesn't need more than like 3 sleep sacks. And I'm like, bruh, you're going to learn.
I would say 3 to 4 you need because like you don't want to be like they could wear them for a couple of nights, but like especially if you like Andy's a spitter, like
right.
I did not go through them as quickly with Addie as I do with Andy, but Andy like is a spit up queen, so
we're not shaming you, girl. Don't worry, but
are we?
But maybe we are.
The spitting up is really getting.
If in
like,
18 years your
to
daughter
the point
watches
where, like, I feel like I can't even get dressed because I'm just gonna wind up with spit up on me, so I just look like a bum all the time now.
Imagine in 18 years your daughters watch our podcast.
Imagine. And I'd be like, wow, thanks, Mom. You told the whole world that we spit up all the time.
Well, then you shouldn't have done it.
Exactly. Yeah, anyway, Punch the Monkey. It was very Tarzan-esque.
Oh, you'll be in
Do
my
not sing that song.
But
It'll
like
send me
who
straight to
that
jail.
doesn't even apply to him because like nobody's embraced him like that.
I know.
Okay, let's change the subject.
Okay, anyway. To round out our figure skating and
Oh
Olympic
yeah.
discussion,
The Olympics are over.
they are over. We're over them, but I did write this whatever like as I've been listening to children's music in my car for, however many weeks. But Into the Unknown came on in the car and I was like, "Oh my god, this would be a perfect figure skating song." And I don't understand, has anybody used that? Did people start using that? And I
Maybe
missed it.
probably I don't think at the Olympics, but maybe like at like some kind of US championship or something,
I
maybe.
don't know.
Or
The
some
build up of it.
exhibition.
Like I feel like they
They
could.
definitely did it on Disney on Ice, I would assume.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't count. I just feel like it would be a great routine. Like if there's so many dimensions of this song, I feel like it would be great. Or just like a Frozen medley, even like imagine going from Let It Go and then Into the Unknown and then like I don't even know, another Show Yourself.
Show yourself. What a great song.
I think that um what's her name? Alyssa Liu.
Yeah, she would do great at that.
Girl, get on it. I want a Frozen medley if you make it back to the Olympics.
I mean, Elsa with a raccoon haircut would be an interesting scene, but we'll make it work.
I feel like she could pull it off. I really do. I really feel like she could pull it off. So that's my thought about that. And then randomly for my ridiculous thing, I did something today and I don't know if it makes me a Karen or an old lady or like what, but I go to Target. I called my mom and I told her this too. I go to Target, there's a kid checking us out, right? And I'm like putting my stuff on the conveyor belt and I'm like, who is he talking to? Like, because it sounded like he was like talking about like gaming or like, honestly, I have no idea what the conversation was, but it like sounded like he was having like an in-depth conversation. And it wasn't with the lady in front of me. So then I see like he has like a Bluetooth like thing in his ear. So I'm like, is this guy on the phone? Like, what are we doing right now? Like, what? So now I'm like, okay. So then the lady is trying to buy more bags because she ran out of bags. So she's trying to buy more bags, and he's like, "Oh, you want me to bag?" And she's like, "No, I'm trying. Like, I need you to ring them up. Like, I can bag." He was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm like out of it." And I want to be like, "No, sorry, you're on the phone." So now she's done, and I see her like talking to one of either this lady's either one of the managers or she's like a supervisor or something. I see her like talking to her as she's walking out because I'm like, do we say something? Do we not? Like, what do we do here? Now I see her like telling the lady, and I'm like, okay, I think she's telling the guy, like the lady, that he was on the phone like the entire time. So now he checks me out, like he's bringing up my stuff. He gets the formula, and he's like, are these the same? Do they look the same? Like in the amount of time that you asked me if these are the same, you could have just rang up all three.
Right.
Also, they're literally all the same color, all the same brand. They look exactly the same. Like, sir, why are you asking me this? So now I'm just like getting annoyed because like you're not doing your job because you're having a conversation on the phone, right?
Also, like I never understood why cashiers like double scan because like it doesn't save any time.
Right.
Like scans. Okay, maybe it seems like 0.2 seconds. Like instead of
unless you're a quick person and you anticipate it and you like click and then you like do it, which
it's not that hard to scan. I could do that self-checkout all the time.
Like that. Or they'll do that like with like the pouches. You know what I mean? Like they'll see how many you have of each and then they'll like try and like they'll figure it out. But either way. So now I'm like walking away and I'm like, I was just really like rubbed the wrong way by it because I'm like, I don't understand how we have jobs and we just like don't follow rules. Like I don't get it. So I see somebody by the self checkout and he looks like he's like of somewhat importance. I was like, I'm really sorry. I don't know if you're the person to tell about this, but like this man is literally on the phone and he just talked and had a conversation with someone on the phone while he took care of two people. And I just find it like it was a very bizarre experience. I'm like, he's just like talking like having full blown conversation, like not really like, I'm like, I don't know, like I don't want to be a rat, but like also like this is weird. And the guy was like, okay, thank you. And I was like, you know what? Because I don't want that other lady to seem like crazy
Right.
if like she said something and then the lady went over and the guy was like, I'm not doing anything wrong or whatever. Like I felt like I needed to validate the other lady for if she said something, being like, no, two people can confirm this story. So again, I don't know. Maybe that makes me like I'm becoming an old person and like I'm rude.
I
But
mean,
like
we are,
I also
but
was in a mood and PMSing and I was like, you're pissing me off because like if you were paying attention, you wouldn't have these stupid ass questions.
agreed.
That's it.
Agreed. Like you have to be good at multitasking if you're gonna multitask.
Right. And he wasn't.
Right.
Also, I was like, it wasn't like like it wasn't like his mom called him and was like, oh my God, like I like it wasn't like an emergency phone call. Like you're just having a conversation while you're
Right.
working at Target. You're not stocking shelves. You're ringing people up.
Truth. Yeah. Well,
Time and a place. Time and a place.
I love how our ridiculous things most of the time are just rants. Like I love how
Yes.
that's
We
kind
should
of what
just call
our
them
lives become.
rants instead.
Right.
But
So I have a rant too, although I'm probably not going to get into as ranty because now it happened like a while ago and it's dulled. But when I wrote it in the note, I was ready to rant, and then we skipped a week. So anyway, I just noticed, especially this winter with the amount of like snowstorms we had and stuff, like why is society like it's gone so south? Like nobody is friendly anymore. Nobody is like neighborly anymore. Everyone is just in it for themselves, and it really pisses me the fuck off. Like, besides the classic, New York or urban like jokes about how, oh, I dug out this spot, like this is my spot, like, like stupid stuff like that, which always comes up in a snowstorm, and it's always either really funny or causes like mega fights.
right.
But I'm not even talking about that because that's just like community based, like you should just know. I'm talking about like, I mean, he's not going to watch this podcast, so I'll go off. My fucking parents next door neighbor, not the ones we like, the ones on the dead end, people that know my family, for like almost 2 decades now, we have been feuding with these people. We hate them so.
Parking spot saga forever.
What?
Isn't this the one that your brother was always like, what if he just moved his car?
Yes, yes. Parking on my parents' block is extremely hard. Okay. We are on a dead end. Every family has at least 3 cars. I mean, listen, we're not gonna call ourselves hypocrites. Like we admit, like when I'm home and when most of our family's home, we have like 4 or 5 cars. Like obviously, if I'm not home, it's like 3. But like either way, actually no, it's 4 because now Yanni and Joseph have a car too. So it's like there's a lot of cars. Like I understand that, but we use our driveway. We use the spot in the front of the house, and then we usually use at least one across the street. And then if it seems like somebody is having company over or like whatever, we park in front of our driveway, not take up 2 spots across the street. And this dead end neighbor who's been a douchebag from the moment he moved in, when we first moved into this house in 2001, we had very nice, quiet, kept to themselves Korean neighbors next door. Okay. We would play street hockey. We would play basketball. We'd hit their cars accidentally with hockey sticks and hockey pucks, and they never complained once because they were never home because they ran like some like fruit stand and they worked all day. So they didn't care. They came home exhausted. They went to sleep and they went to work the next day. They moved out because we didn't even realize the dad died. And then like 2 years later, they moved out. And we were like, oh, well, we haven't seen this guy in a while. And the son was like, yeah, it's because he died 2 years ago. And we're like, oh. So maybe that makes us not neighborly. Um, but it's just because also he was always working. Like we never saw him anyway. So we didn't know,
Right.
like, whatever. So anyway, they move out. This new family moves in, and from day one, assholes. Like we had a basketball hoop up technically on our property because it's next to our driveway, but it was too close to their front steps. So he kept taking it down without asking us and moving it. And God forbid you went 4 feet from his car with any kind of ball or anything like that. He set off his car alarm and came out and screamed at you like a psychopath. Okay? So
I don't
our
think I knew
families have
this
gotten
part of it.
our families have gotten into some altercations over the years. Let's just say that. It only got worse as we all got older and got more cars. He refuses to park in his driveway, so he takes up the
Multiple
middle of the
spots. Yeah.
street on the dead end and like 2 spots on the side. Like complete stupid way of parking. Long story short, I'm already dragging on too long with this. I guess this is still a rant. When it snows, you agree. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's not in any contract. You live on a dead end. You're the dead end house. There's a big lawn. Then there's the fence that has the train tracks. Okay. You agree when you move in, whether you like it or not, that when it snows, the plow has nowhere to go but the end of
Other
the
than
street.
there, yes, you should move your car.
So you need to move your fucking car, and you don't even have to move all your cars. Just leave the middle open so that he could push the snow to the lawn on the end of the street.
Yeah, because then all he's doing is screwing over the rest of you that you can't get plowed out.
So last snowstorm in January, he didn't like that the plow came down the dead end and left the snow pile on his lawn. It's fucking grass.
Bro.
It's fucking grass, okay? And that storm wasn't even that bad. It was like a foot. It was like a foot.
And it was
like it
mostly
wasn't that
ice.
bad. And it was mostly ice. Like, and it's not even in the street. It's not blocking your parking lot. It's not even like in front of your house. It's literally on the side where the train tracks are. Like,
Yeah,
you're
this
not
guy
even
needs to move in the
using
middle
it.
of the woods.
So what does he do with this time when we were supposed to get 2+ feet of snow? He left
Parks his car in the middle of the
smack
road.
in the middle of the street so that the plow could not come down the dead end. So the plow, the first time they came through, backed up to where the guy's car was and then pushed up the street. But once it got to be too much snow, the guy just stopped coming down the dead end. So he, by not wanting to move his car, screwed 1, 2, 3, 4.5 houses property of getting plowed. And like 10 cars.
I would.
Fucking asshole.
I don't know how you guys didn't at his house.
So, of course, the next morning, we're all out shoveling our
I would
cars
be
out.
screaming. I'd be like, this is ridiculous. Causing
And
a scene.
we call him the lurker because what he does is he just stands in his driveway, in his garage, and listens to us anytime we're outside. So we know he's there. We know he's there. He cleaned off his entire driveway. I don't know why he bothered because he doesn't put a car in it. So I don't understand why he needed to do that. But he was there, and I was like shoveling my 2 feet of snow. First of all, he has a son that never fucking helps him shovel. Low life. Piece of shit loser. Okay. So here we are, me, Joseph, Yanni, and my dad all outside shoveling 2 feet of snow, digging all our cars out. And I said, loud as can be, nobody gives a shit about other people anymore. I don't know what this fucking guy's problem is, but we literally made a triangle where my parents like go out of their driveway. And I'm like, this is where we shovel to and absolutely no more. I don't give a fuck what he does, but he can take care of the pile that's in front of his cars because nobody's doing anything for him. I don't know what he thought he was accomplishing. So just like, why not be neighborly? And then like up the block too, it's Staten Island. So take it with a grain of salt. And they really like snowstorms really bring out the Staten Island and all the Staten Islanders, let me tell you, because like they really put the stereotype to a bad name when it comes to snowstorms. Because then up the block where they at least could get plowed, one of the newer people on the block, I think he moved here like 2 years ago, was undoing his car or his sidewalk or whatever and putting the snow in the street. That's a no-no, okay? That's a no-no. We're a private street. We have a private plow company. It's not sanitation. Like it's a guy with his pickup truck that has a plow in front of his car and he comes by and salts and plows. Like he doesn't have snow chains. Like we're in Staten Island. Like he needs the road to be kind of clear to be able to plow it.
Right.
So,
and also like your block isn't huge. It's very narrow, especially
yes.
with people.
So he was like
parking
sliding
on the street.
He was like sliding to the point where he like almost hit a few cars because like his car was sliding. And here's this guy chucking snow into the street. And so my HOA president starts to get in a fight with him that lives across the street. And he's like, you can't be throwing snow. And then the wise guys go back and forth. And at one point there was a shovel lifted. It was a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So Need
Wow.
to just be more neighborly. I don't get what the big deal is. Just help people out. Like, and you don't have to go and shovel someone's entire property, but like, just think, like, maybe with 2 feet of snow coming, and this is a very small block, maybe we should help each other out and like move our cars or, you know, not mind that a snow pile that's gonna melt next week is in my way for like a day or so.
Also, it's grass. You're not, and I've been to your house many of times
Mhm,
over the past
mhm,
15 years.
mhm.
I've never seen this man outside ever.
Well, he's always there. You just
No,
never
I
know.
know. I've heard about him, but
Yeah,
I've
he's a
never
lurker.
actually seen him.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. And honestly, I feel bad for him most days because like I said, he never has his kids help him. He
right.
is like grumpy and miserable and like old. So I'm like, I feel sad for him. Lives and his wife is a bitch. It just seems like a sad life. They don't go anywhere. They never seem to have people over. It's like go somewhere else. Anyway, rant over. People be neighborly. That's all I have to say.
Um, on a totally different note, but I guess like a similar note because the weather has been obviously like we got snowed in, and now this week, the week before the clocks change, it's going to be miserable and like rainy and cloudy and
Wait, when
damp
does that happen?
Sunday,
I
Saturday into
can't, we're
Sunday.
not going to get into daylight savings
No,
again,
we're
but
not. But I'm just saying the weather in general. So then,
mm,
like yesterday or Monday, I don't remember. I went to drop off Addie at school, and there was like another lady, and I was like trying to get the baby back in the car, and I was like, sorry. I was like, drop offs really are not fun when it's raining. And she was like, yeah, but it's better than the snow. And I'm like, I bit my tongue, but like personally, and I used to say this when we were in college too, I rather it be snowing than raining because I feel like you get less wet in the snow.
absolutely.
And it's just like more enjoyable. Like I don't feel like gross. I don't feel like I'm getting splashed. Like
Also,
it's
how
just
rare do you really like do school drop-offs with snow? Because they usually just cancel school now anyway.
right. Well, you don't. Right.
Right,
But I rather it like if I have to go out, I rather there be like
right.
flurries, a light snow, nothing that's making my transportation or like ruining my getting to and fro
Right.
places. Just like
I agree.
I
That's
don't
why I
want to
love
be
the
wet.
snow.
So anyway, but you know me, I don't really like the cold and whatever. But that is one area where I side with the snow. So I'm just looking forward to more sunlight, though.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I saw something on I read something about Mythbusters the other day. That's a blast from the past. Did you know that actually you stay more dry if you walk in the rain than if you run in the rain?
Did they bust that myth, or it's actually true?
No, it's true.
Yeah, because you're running through it, so don't you get more wet because you're like running? I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, because it's like like people run from the rain because they figure like, oh, the less time I'm in it, the less wet I'll get. But realistically, you're increasing your velocity so that the rain's hitting you faster.
Right.
So you're better off just walking gingerly. I mean, not at a glacial pace, but like normal pace. Who knew? I guess probably it depends on how far you're going too. Like it's in perspective. But I just saw a
Yeah.
TikTok about that yesterday and I'm like, huh,
Interesting.
yeah, that was a really random fact. But
Right.
anyway, um, what else? We got 10 minutes left. What do we got to talk about?
Wait, what are
Uh,
you talking about? The iPhone has a new charger. They're coming out with a new iPhone, or the one they
I
just
wrote
came out with?
that?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you wrote that.
No. I
Oh,
wrote, what the fuck? Why?
okay. Yeah,
Or
so the
WTF
iPhone, what are we
again?
up to now? 18?
No,
They're
I
coming
have
out.
the 17.
Yeah, so the 18 is going to have a new charger.
When did they announce the 18? I just got a 17 like 2 weeks ago.
Last week, I don't know. And it's going to have one of those chargers almost like a MacBook charger, like the magnetic-y like one.
Interesting.
But like, didn't we all just finally agree to all get on USB-C? Like,
Right. I thought the point of this was so that everybody had the same charger.
why does Apple have to be so freaking obnoxious and have to force us to buy their own chargers? I mean, I'm still on my 13, so I still have my lightning cable, so it doesn't apply to me yet. But like, I thought they made it some law that they had to use USB-C now.
I
Or
thought
maybe
that was the point.
that's only in Europe, maybe. But
I don't
still,
know. I thought the point of changing the chargers to begin with was that everybody had the same charger then.
Yeah,
Why
but
did we do this if we were just going to change it again?
because Apple wants to sell chargers. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. And I was thinking of upgrading my phone potentially this year. Don't listen, phone, because you still have some time to go. But like now, if I'm gonna get a new phone, I'm not gonna get the 18 because I don't want a new charger.
Get the 17.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But for now, I'm just gonna stick with my 13 Pro as long as I can. But it's really the battery's starting to get real bad. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's why I had to get rid of
But then I was contemplating, I was like, I could just pay like $90 for like a new battery, but I don't know. At that point, I probably should just get a new phone.
Just getting a phone.
Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, Apple is just pulling their shit again. And again, like 18 iPhones, and if you look at them over the span of years, like they have not changed that much. So we'll never get away.
At least the last few years.
Yeah.
You can't tell the difference between them.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like every year you're hoping for a better camera and better battery life, but realistically it's like the same. Also, I didn't put this in the note because it only just popped up today, but those of you that watch this and listen to this and are fans of Akatar, okay.
I was going to send it to you.
Another podcast tonight is releasing it's with a very blonde famous person, is interviewing Sarah J. Maas, and she's gonna probably announce Akatar 6 finally being released, hopefully this year. So all of you Faye hoes, get ready. I'm excited.
Oh my God.
And
I was
honestly,
going to send that to you to make sure you saw it. But I was
oh
like,
yeah, it comes out literally in 10 minutes and I plan on watching it. I'm so excited. But like for bed, like it's like a show. But yeah, it's just, you know what it is? Like, where was I going with this?
Guitar.
Oh, because like on that podcast, they're going to be asking the hard-hitting questions of like all the things that like book talk and like all the book fans have questions about, and like the author.
Yeah, that's going to be like a good interview.
And like I would love to do that with like certain things I watch and stuff, like the burning questions you never get answered. I would love to just interview someone and force them to answer all the questions. So I'm curious how much she's gonna dodge and like choose not to answer. Like I wonder if they're gonna do one of those stupid like answer or drink or answer or this like stupid things, and then she's like gonna opt to not answer like most of them, and that's gonna annoy me. So we'll see.
Can't say I have an opinion on the matter,
Right.
but
okay. Well, you don't, but I needed to make the announcement in case
I don't. But I was like excited for all of you people that read the book and are like getting her on the podcast. That podcast.
Maybe or maybe who knows? Maybe the announcement isn't about Akatar at all. It's just coming out with another Throne of Glass.
No, I think it is about Akatar because I saw something that said that like Barnes and Noble like uploaded a bunch of like things on their website or something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
I know, but I also would love for her to come out with more books that are like about the Throne of Glass people too. So we'll see.
Okay. Well,
so exciting. I finished Bridgerton.
Oh, Bridgerton.
So good.
Let's save Bridgerton for next week though to make sure that like everyone's caught up.
Yeah, we'll give people another week
because I can't start Bridgerton right now, so I'm gonna put in the note for next week. But we don't have anything to talk about with the vets, but please tell everybody how you submitted us for Best Friends Night.
Yeah. Okay. So our Knicks is hosting a Best Friends Night next week. Actually, I think it's tonight. I think it was tonight.
So we didn't win.
I know, right? Obviously, we didn't win. So first, when I first got an email, because I get an email, I'm on the Knicks newsletter, you know, that these tickets are going on sale. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm thinking like, let me go see what they cost. Like maybe I'll surprise Jess and like tell her I got us tickets and like whatever. I open up the Ticketmaster and like even the ones up in like the 300s were like $600. I'm like, what are these people smoking? Like, absolutely not. So another week goes by, and then I get another email that they're doing a sweepstakes with the New York or Nowhere people, and they're like, enter to win, and what you have to do is like upload a picture of you and your best friend, and then like you could be entered to win like 2 tickets. So I'm like, okay. And I'm looking through all the pictures of me and Jess, right? Because I mean, we have a million, obviously, but I'm like, which one like captures like the Knicks essence? Not that we have any pictures of us doing Knicks things because we are very new Knicks fans.
Our
but,
Knicks.
but I remembered how we had from her wedding us cheersing with like the orange and blue Mets cups. So I'm like, oh my God, like if they don't look that closely, they'll think it's like Knicks cups. So I put that picture and then they put it in like a cute little frame that was like best friends. And it was
Was
like
very cute.
And it was like, and I
I'm gonna
sent it to
find
her and I was like, and I didn't give her any notification I was doing this. I just did it. I was just like, yeah, by the way, I entered us into this contest and this is the picture they made for us. And it was so freaking cute. I know it's
Like,
well, they get the gist of it, like the little
yeah.
frame and everything.
Anyway,
So yeah, I guess we didn't win because the
we
game was
didn't win.
tonight. But one day, like I said, I think next season we need to be the people that like when the tickets for the season go on sale, we need to like buy pre-sale of the tickets or something for like a random game.
Okay, we'll try.
Yeah, maybe have like a really shitty opponent, like whatever the best price is, really.
They should filter like, what is your budget? This is the game you can afford.
Yeah, exactly. Because and then
Somebody come up with that. Somebody come up with that.
I know, and then even if you go on like TickPick or like to see like good ticket deals, like they never get that low.
Right, but like I don't want to go through game by game by game. Like I just want to put in my budget and you tell me what game I could go to.
Yeah, so Knicks get on it. Otherwise, if somebody has a hookup at MSG, let us know.
Yeah,
because we want to go. We want to support our Knicks.
We do. We need to support the Knicks.
So I was actually wearing my Knicks sweatshirt before we started recording, but I was getting warm, so I had to take it off. I know that would have been perfect. I was eating my Crunch Wrap. I didn't want to get anything on it.
I know. Well, that's I told you. I feel like I can't wear any of my clothing because it's going to get on it. Anyway, all right, we are down to our final minute. With that, we'll see you next week. We will reconvene for Bridgerton. So if you haven't watched yet, this is your warning. Finish it. Which, if you haven't watched yet, I don't know how you haven't because those spoilers were like everywhere within 8 hours, and I was like,
and it's all out now, so you can't even use the excuse I'm like waiting for the full season. Like it's out, so watch it.
Everything's out. Watch it. And then we will be discussing.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks for being our friend.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Hi, friends. Wow, you listened to the whole thing. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform and share it with your friends. Ratings, reviews, and comments help as well. See you next week. Thanks for being our friend.